Okay, so what we're going to talk about right now are the attributes of anything that you pick up. Right now what we have here, we're going to start with really overt and obvious weapons. Let's talk about the edge first. So the way we look at things is anything with an edge can lacerate. So there is no difference between a big knife that has an edge or a sword that has an edge. With a sword, it's got leverage, so it possibly can decapitate because of the weight behind it. But it is no different than, let's say, the edge that you would have of a karambit that can still lacerate, right? Or anything that's curved with an edge can still lacerate. So edge is anything that can lacerate. Now, anything with a point can thrust. No different than the point of a dagger to the point of something smaller with an edge to that can puncture. So anything with a point can puncture. No different than the point of a pen. What it punctures is all dependent if it's a soft target or a heavy target, right? So anything with a point can puncture. Now, going back to something else that's obvious about that, swords have a point, and swords can puncture, not just lacerate. Anything that is blunted is impact. So anything that's blunted can have impact with that. You can start to look at anything that has same blunted points. Flashlight, impact flashlights can also do some blunt force trauma. The hammers can do blunt force trauma. Doesn't have to be an exact hammer, could be anything. I could go to a regular stick dowel and that's blunt force trauma. So anything that can do impact is that. Is it something that I can pick up? I can take somebody into a wall. The wall is the one doing the impact damage. So that's anything that has blunt or flat surface can do impact. Now we're going to talk about anything that is curved. We're going to take it from the idea of a karambit. Anything that's curved in nature is about capturing something, whether it's a claw, where it can capture something, or a claw that comes out this way. The karambits are curved. Then you can relate that to, let's say, maybe handcuffs. It's going to capture something, obviously, right? So you see the curvature of that? So you can see how that is about capturing. And once again, in the previous episode, we talked about the curvature found in a cat that can capture and snag something, right? So anything that's curved is about capturing and then controlling what you have there. Next, we have anything that is flexible. Anything that is flexible has the ability to wrap around something, whether it's a belt or whether it's a scarf, which we have right down there, or anything even that you find everything that's around you. In this case, it's a regular cord, right? You can snap around it and capture something when it's a flexible thing. Flexible weapons have that give, so you can snap with it too. So it's got the ability to go out and back in. Whether it's a belt, the same idea here, come back in with that, right? So anything that's flexible has that ability to capture, snap, wrap. And then finally, you can come up with weapons that are combinations. For example, you've got an impact weapon there, this particular tomahawk. You've got an edge you've got a point that can puncture. You've got the curvature that can control and pull you around. So all of this can become mixtures of all the different attributes. In this particular case, it's got an edge that can lacerate, it's got a point that can thrust. I can hit the side of the blade that can be impact, or the edge for impact that way, right? So everything can become a combination. And all of these can become projectile the minute you throw them.
Because you're able to think in a 3D, I'm sort of beginning to understand bringing all your ideas together and that anything can be a weapon.
Everything is.
The fluidity of the situation, assessing what's around you. And
because if your mind is flowing like your body is, so are your thought processes, right? In order to figure out what to use immediately, right? You don't have to stop and think, oh, here's a situation, I can figure it out. No.
Right.
You're already in that process. You're already able to do that. So when something happens, we have boom, your own training, and your thought, oh, I see this, I see that. Actually, before we came out to sit down, I've already assessed where I am because it's a habit. It's a game we play. You walk in here, where are your exits, where are your entrances, where are your weapons. Same thing with the military. The mindset's the same. They come in, they go, okay, where's our insertion point, where's our extraction point, where are your contingencies for this? So it's already a process that we all do, It's already ingrained with the way you think.
With the way some of us think.
Some of us think.